Libra Collective, I had to drop in with you because I had this download come in so strongly and I felt very compelled to do a read for all of you. And so here I am. All right. We're going to dive right in. I'm not going to waste any time. The usual spiel. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help support the channel. And it's a way to be part of that reciprocal flow of energy, right? Of giving and receiving. So that's just a beautiful state and space to be in. And it would really help me get these messages out to more people. So definitely appreciate the support of anybody showing their encouragement in that way for the development of the channel. Thank you very much. And you may hear a little noise in the background, some slurping. That's Ted, the German Shepherd. He is my fetch. He comes with me on all of these rides, okay? And he lends his energy to the work we're doing here, and I just absolutely love him. But he's drinking his water, and you might hear him, getting involved here and there. Sometimes he has something to interject in the reading as well. So just to let you know, okay? This message may speak to anywhere you have a strong Libra placement in your chart. I will say it is coming through really like earmarking the Libra native sun. I'm getting sentience there. Libra native sun collective. But that does not mean, I just heard in particular double Libra energy. Okay, so Libra sun, Libra rising. All right, so if you have those placements, this may speak really strongly to you. This message is meant to come in to bring you into alignment right now, okay? You're kind of in a little bit of a destabilizing period, all right? So it is important to have stabilization, but not in the way you would typically think about it. Most of the time people think of when, things are shifting, and I don't want that word destabilization to sound frightening. It's not meant to be frightening, and it's actually not even necessary for it to be difficult or challenging or disruptive in any way. It's destabilizing because where things have been kind of stuck, where the energy has been stuck, and I just saw 2:44 on the clock when I said this, okay? So we definitely have, that 8 energy, all right? 2 plus 4 plus 4 is 10, right? But we have the 8 and the 2 coming together for that. So this is like you're coming into alignment, into partnership with spirit right now, and your connection to spirit. However you view that, all right? There is no wrong way. However you relate to that energy, even if you relate it to just your higher consciousness, it's that connection that puts you right in alignment with your intuition, with your sense of direction, and what your soul needs for your next stage of development on your path, okay? This is what's coming in. And the energy has been very fixed, all right? There's been a lot of fixed energy in play that's kept things kind of stuck, and where most people will find the balancing in sort of sinking into grounding, connecting with that earth element. It's actually the opposite for you right now, Libras. You are meant to take your energy out into the realm of that air and to the farthest expanses of it. You're meant to really connect with that ether element, all right? It's important for you in doing your grounding work, your centering work, your alignment work right now. And I just heard you're hopping timelines, okay? It's like somewhere along the way on your path, you sort of took a detour. And it was to revisit a lesson that maybe you thought you got the first time around, but there were still pieces that were missing that needed to get really integrated on a soul level, all right? It's a lot of like karmic cleanup, but not really related to this life's energy, okay? I see it's very much like, some could view it as past life energy. It could also be ancestral energy, like patterns that have played out, psychic imprints upon your generational lineage. And there was a lot of these lessons that needed to kind of come full circle so you could integrate this information and that you could assimilate the lessons. And in doing so and arriving at that place of integration and understanding, it brings a balancing and a healing, not just for you, but extending back toward your ancestors and into the future of, future generations to come. So we're really in this place right now where we are aligning on a higher level, okay, of consciousness than many of us are used to currently operating on. And maybe you think like, whoa, it's already been really expansive. I've had a lot of downloads come in. I have so much opening occurring within me, and I'm seeing things new ways. Like my beliefs are crumbling, and I'm getting rocked, man. But it's also like opening up this fresh view that's very inspiring, and it's something that connects you with your sense of purpose and drive. More is to be revealed. This is like, I just saw this. Ooh, it's so beautiful. I'm getting such strong sentience right now. I just saw this image of this lotus flower and its petals, unfurling. And it's like there's this jewel in the center of that lotus flower, but you need to be patient with this unfurling process, because where you're headed, your new direction, what's coming in for you, this alignment with your purpose, it is an unfurling process, okay? It doesn't arrive like a thunderbolt, It happens slowly, There's like a grace to it. Even within this flux, there's this grace. And it's that grace, it's that current of energy, that very intangible, like you can't see it, okay? You can't touch it physically. It's this intangible, just like that ether element, right? It's this intangible current that you're riding right now. So to come in alignment with that intangible current is where you're going to find your sense of direction. It's where you're going to find your sense of shift. And I got so much coming in right now. I'm trying to let it sort out, okay? And I did lose part of the download in that moment, all right? And this is why it's so important to come into alignment with this energy right now, because you may find that. You may find that you have, information you're channeling, you're getting messages that are coming in, and yet, they're coming in so thick and fast that sometimes you can lose the train of thought, right? You can lose the train of thought. So you can really like bring that intangible essence in, that etheric energy, and you can like ground it out, root it in reality. Just like when a thunderbolt, right? When lightning strikes, when it comes down from the heavens, it can touch ground, right? It can touch ground. That's what's happening right now. Those downloads are like this current of energy coming down from the ether, and they're like, they're making contact with the actual physical realm, but it's happening through you, the conduit. So you need to make sure that your energy is clear. You're kind of like a weather vane right now, right? These messages are just coming in really strong, so bear with me, okay? I'm going to do my best to relay everything that's coming in for you all right now. The big message that really came through, though, is that it's really time when you're doing your daily kind of energy balancing work, which if you're not doing that right now, you should be starting your day with this, okay? You definitely should be starting your day with energy balancing, doing your shielding, however that looks for you. If you're not familiar with what it means to shield your energy, it's as simple as closing your eyes, making contact with your body. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Just tune into your inner world. Take some deep breaths. And you can imagine coming from your center, okay? Coming from your womb space. A light of any color you choose. or any quality you choose, it may shift from day to day. And as you breathe, with each exhalation, you can see this light emanate from your body and surround you, okay, like a circle. And you can set an intention for what you allow into that space, all right? Because any energies that you feel in your space, this really needs to be understood right now. Any energies you feel in your space, you have to have an agreement with them. You are the one who manages your energy. You are the one who manages your flow. And right now, like I said, there's a lot of this like destabilization happening. You're experiencing the destabilization differently than other people around you are experiencing it. For them, it's happening more on like a very grounded, practical level, all right? They're seeing a flux in their day-to-day circumstances, a change in their relationships, you know, a change in their finances, and it's all like this karmic cleanup crew stuff, okay? Your stabilization, though, is happening. Destabilization is it's a destabilization that actually stabilizes you, okay? But your destabilization is happening in the fact that you're getting like kind of like your energy is being rewired, right? And yes, this is even happening on a very practical level. It's almost like those neural loops, right? Of those old patterns, those old places that you used to revisit in your mind, this a concept of the past and the stories that are attached to it, the traumas, all of these things. You've been through a big period of healing and integration, so you're not attached to the past anymore. A lot of Libras have been moving into this place of really being centered in the present and moving from that place of operation, okay? And now what's happening is, since you were able to bring your energy forward and really root it in the present and work on dissolving your sense of attachment, okay? It's time for you to hop a new timeline, because some of the people, places, things that you're surrounded by right now are actually not supportive, not conducive for this next chapter of your life. All right? And you are meant to align with your people. You are meant to align with your tribe. You are meant to align with the opportunities, okay? So you can actually bring forward what needs to come through you right now. A lot of you are going to be getting visions about the kind of work that you need to be doing. And that work is not just, you know, materially, okay? It's also, what is the inner work you need to be doing right now? It is so important that you bring this into alignment, because the reality is, Libra does represent the scales of justice. Libra is represented by the Justice card in tarot, okay? So when that is your archetypal energy, when you were born into that energy imprint, you're kind of held to a higher standard. And right now you need to understand that you may be experiencing disruption, you know, in people around you, okay? You might be finding negativity directed towards you from people around you. And this is because we're in a big karmic cycle. And since we're in a big karmic cycle, people don't have the best relationship right now with truth, with justice, what's fair, what's balanced. And these are the higher ideals, right, that Libra embodies when in balance. But when you're out of balance, okay, if you're not aware of the work that you need to be doing, if you're not holding your peace, if you're not sweeping your side of the street, you will be held seriously accountable, because you are meant to embody that archetypal energy of justice, of what's balanced, of what's fair. The wane that comes with Libra is not about indecision. The wane is about finding what is just, what is a truth that recognizes and honors the truth of all involved. And it was 15 exactly on the clock when I said that. So that's 6 energy. That's about coming into your purpose, all right? So you're going to be getting downloads about what you need to do to bring your energy into balance. It's time to clear out any remnants, of anything that's holding you back or keeping you stuck in an old identity. Because where you're going, babies, it's like you can't even imagine it now. You may have an inkling. You may have been feeling recently like, I know I'm meant for something. There's something I really need to share with the world. A lot of you are having your purpose activated right now. And it's what you were born to do, okay? And this is waking up in a lot of you right now, very powerfully. And it's causing this destabilization in your energy because you're realizing how out of alignment your current energy has been with actually what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going. So this is what's coming through. You're stepping into this Empress energy, Libra, coming out real strong with this reading right off the bat. This is about you recognizing that you are the alchemist. You've integrated the lessons of the 4 queens, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, and you are now ready to step into that, okay? You are stepping out of the stories of the past and you are stepping into your empowerment, your abundance, your blessing. And the beauty of it is this growth and this point of arrival on your path. By you stepping into this energy, it doesn't just bless you up. It blesses up all of those around you, okay? It blesses up all of those around you. 17:11 on the clock when I said that, all right? That's big. 8:11 energy. It's the manifestation of that higher purpose. It comes through you. So sometimes you can deal with lower vibrational energies when people around you see you really stepping into your power. Maybe they got used to you feeling disempowered. Maybe it feels like a threat to see your glow up, Some people might have a hard time with that. They might have a hard time with that because there's this sense of, well, what about me? What about mine? And there is no spirit of competition. Stepping into this, Empress energy, Libra, you understand that there is enough to go around for everybody and that everybody aligns with their proper purpose. 18:11 when I said that on the clock, okay? There's that, that higher purpose coming in again, and it's about ending connection to any of that lower vibrational energy. So, drama can't exist in your life unless you feed it. You have to enter into an agreement with that energy in order for it to come into your life. And let me tell you, there will be drama stirred up around you right now. When people can sense that what they're familiar with in you is going through a total revamp, it can feel very disruptive for them. They're used to interacting with you on a certain level. Sometimes it can highlight areas where they need to do work, where they have stuff that, they need to be activating in their own lives. And so sometimes it's not a conscious thing, okay? Try to have compassion. Try to have a higher perspective. Even if you're dealing with really challenging people around you who are trying to put thwarting energy on your path, all right? Or who are trying to, dim your shine or make you feel like you don't have a right to take up space in the world, all right? Whatever you're dealing with, and there is some of this like kind of suppressive energy in play. Okay, particularly directed, at Libra Collective. And it's all about what I was saying, the fact that it's this karmic time. So people that are going through it, people that are having to integrate the lessons on their path, and are suffering, some negative results of their actions, they have a, sort of real antagonistic relationship with that like justice energy, that truth energy. And when we speak truth, big tree big tree truth, the tree of life, right, is rooted in this truth. That truth is very much within you, and it's within every person. We all have our truth. That's like little t truth, but the ultimate truth is that it's all true. It's all true and it's all false at the same time. And that may seem like a very expansive way to look at it. And it may seem confusing on the surface, but it's not. This is the role that Libra plays. Libra can understand that somebody can be acting out of their shadow. And they're acting out of their shadow, and maybe it's producing a negative result, but ultimately they're working in the interest of higher truth, because through the acknowledgement of these shadow aspects, if they can look at this, if they can integrate their shadow, and you absolutely can integrate your shadow will always be with you. People all have negative, positive aspects, okay, of who they are. But it's about choosing which side you're going to operate from with this Seven of Cups energy. And everybody is empowered on that level when they choose to step away from operating out of their shadow, and they make the choice that I'm going to come from the place inside of me that is the alchemist, that transforms that shadow, that imbibes, some of that poison. This is snake medicine, right? Cobra medicine, imbibing some of the poison to find the cure. By understanding your shadow, you are able to be informed by the blessing of the information it brings forward of where the work is to be done, where the energy needs to elevate, what bad habits need to be shed. 22:12 on the clock when I said that, okay? And this is all about working in partnerships with your guides, right? And you may find you have a lot of information coming in. You have a lot of guides coming in as well, with this. This is a very expansive message. It's all about connecting with the higher channels. It's all about crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra activation, heart chakra activation. We're moving from that lower energy to that timeline shift where we move up into the higher channels, and this is where we operate. But how do you operate at that level and still keep it grounded? How do you still keep that energy stable, even as you're raising that consciousness to that level, okay? So be mindful of what guides you let in. And it's not just guides from a spiritual level, like from this intangible level, but also who do you let yourself be guided by in your life? You notice she's kind of like tuning into herself. She's sort of like, I don't need the opinions of other people. I don't need your take on what I need to do at this point on my path anymore. Those answers are inside of me. See, it's like cutting out the distraction of the drama, cutting out the distraction of the peanut gallery, cutting out the distraction of the noise around you, coming into your center and realizing you are a direct link, to your purpose. You are a direct link to your purpose. When you shut out the distractions and you just tune into the energy, you're going to receive the guidance you need about your next step on your path. In order to do that, though, you got to put down this Nine of Wands energy, all right? That's about defensiveness. That's about being ready for the next shoe to drop. There is no next shoe that's going to drop. You don't need to be in this guarded energy. You can be defenseless right now. It all is about your energy. You don't need to move through life, protecting yourself. If you set your energy at the start of every day, you're good. This is about you coming into your energy. That is your protection. That is what puts you on a place of alignment with your path and sets your new course, okay? And invites the blessings in. So you don't need to worry if others agree with what you're doing, how you're choosing to move. 24:44 on the clock when I said that. That 4 plus 2, that's 6. That's purpose energy. All right. 44. 44 is 8 energy. Again, it's about actualizing your purpose. This is what's coming in. You got to soften. Don't be afraid of the expansion. Sink into it. Soften your heart more. How can you do that? Do chest expansion, yogic poses, okay? Cobra pose, imbibe some of that energy of cobra medicine. It is coming strong, like in transforming what is poisonous into what is needed for the cure. It's like that anti-venom, right? Okay? Those things that have bit you in the ass in the past or have held you back, it's time to integrate the medicine of that by pulling it in close, by, sinking into your body, feeling into that energy and what was it really in need of for healing that maybe didn't get addressed. This is like final integration work, clearing the channels so that, you can align with your purpose and it can come in. This is my If Wishes Were Horses, the Dreamers Would Ride card, okay? You are about to watch your dreams take off, okay? It's going to come in quickly. It's going to come in swiftly. And it puts you into a position of power in your life, all right? But this is very much about making sure that you are closing the circle. 26 on the clock when I said that, okay? This is not about dragging the past behind you. This is about stepping into a totally new timeline because you are going through that radical of a shift. And you've been through this process for a long time. Libras have been working with that Plutonic energy for a long time. We kicked it off. We kicked off that work. And right now we're in this big Pluto cycle, Pluto's retrograde. All right. So we're a little bit ahead of the game. We're a little bit ahead of the game because we've already been doing that work for a long time. So this is also another reason why other people may find that they're having a hard time relating to us or understanding us, or where there feels like a disconnect in the energy. It's because we sort of got a head start on this work of integrating the shadow and moving out of those patterns and sort of having our whole paradigm shifted, right? So other people are going to join down the road, but there's some people right now that you may find they leave your life or they take a back seat, and it's not a negative thing. It's that you're on different timelines. So don't get stuck in thinking like this person needs to be where I'm at emotionally or where I'm at spiritually, or they should be ready to, make the same changes that I am, because that's not the case. Every person has their own path. You have to respect the medicine of their path. It's valuable too. It has a contribution too. But where it causes interference with your path, that's where there's the problem. All right. So if you are finding that it's really time to kind of like rein your energy in, if you are feeling like there's interference, you need to rein that energy in. Let these people learn their own lessons with this Page of Pentacles energy. Okay. This is all about, those that are working on getting stabilized on the earth level, right? Getting grounded with the earth level. We started this out. Remember, I said you're meant to connect with that ether energy right now. Don't get stuck with these earthly matters. It's not about that for you right now. It's all very intangible right now. It's what you sense. It's what you intuit. It's what you download. It's what you channel in. It's what funnels through you. It's what inspires you. It's that thing that comes in and you feel like, I have to create this. I have to do this. I have to take this action. I have to talk to this person. I have to go here. That's what you're aligning with right now. Synchronicity, big time. Not everyone can take that trip with you though. Not everyone can join you in that energy. It's just the way it is. It's not a bad thing. All right? You have to let them learn their lessons. Let them learn lessons. Don't feel like you have to rush them to play catch up. Respect where people are at on their path. And if their energy is disruptive in your life, it's okay. You can have space from that. All right? You can have space from that. You know? With the Six of Swords energy, Libras, you are moving away from this sense of dissatisfaction. You know, you've been refusing this cup that Spirit is trying to hand to you. You've been refusing the blessing because you thought that it had to look a certain way. But the true blessing is coming in. Trust. You're about to see all that you're inspired by, all that's been funneling in from Spirit manifest on a material level. Get ready for it and get clear.